The imperial edict arrives. Lady York, the Prime Minister's daughter, is noble, well-educated, beautiful, and gentle. She's named the prince's wife. The wedding will be held soon.
She's just an ominous girl who brought her mother's death.
I'm the prince.
My beloved daughter is Helen.
Please be my wife, okay?
Dear Sophie, what are you expecting?
Go away.
Your mom is dead.
Dad only loves me. You and that fool are really a perfect match.
Spare her some food.
You damn girl.
That will do it?
Since no one cares about me in this world, I should just leave by myself.
Even if you're dead, you will have to marry that foolish prince. Set off.
How dare you run away?
What happened?
How dare you run away? How dare you?
Was I reborn to another body?
You damn girl! I dare you to ever run away again! Son, come here. I'll just watch by the side. Let's see how you can run away.
This girl's life is really similar to mine. We both suffered so much. But she's not in a dead end yet. All of this can still be saved. I must live my life well for myself this time.
Son! No matter what it takes, we must let you get pregnant.
Stop.
What do you want? Who are you people?
Miss York, we finally found you. Please go back to Ms. York, Sophie, I'm glad that you're back. Our family has finally reunited.
I didn't expect that I was really a wealthy lady. It's a shame that the real Sophie died after so much suffering. But that's all right. I'll live your life well for you.
She's Helen, your sister. Although she's not your father's daughter, she has been with us and helped us all these years for you.
I'm glad that you're back. Get yourself prepared. You will marry Matthew Shaw, the Shaw Group's CEO.
Next month.
Next month.
No matter which life. Of being arranged to marry someone I don't love.
That's right. Your marriage with Matthew is the first priority of our family. Nothing can go wrong.
But Dad, I don't know Matthew at all. I don't want to marry him. I want to break off the engagement.
Grandpa, I won't marry this woman that I've never met. I can't agree to this marriage.
Nonsense. This marriage was decided by me and Sir York, who has passed away. If you break it, how will I explain it to Sir York in heaven? Do you want me to be a dishonest person?
Grandpa, I don't care what you say. I must break off?
I will never marry Matthew. I must think of a way. The foolish prince, I want to see who you are. Do you want to have a drink together?
It's so late. It's not very safe for you to come out alone.
Aren't you also here for a drink alone? Man with a mask.
Something is bothering me.
What is it? Tell me about it.
I have a wife who has been lost. She's now coming back from the countryside. And I must marry her. Marrying a woman who I've never met. It will be a suffer. Why is my life so miserable?
You look just like a playboy. I think it should be the girl who will suffer. I wonder which girl will be so unlucky to marry you.
It should be you who suffer. You're the unlucky one?
Mister, Don't you even know the name of your fiancé?
Sophie. Sophie. York.
Sophie York? He's really the foolish prince? Do I have to marry? Mister, it's late. I should go home now.
Sonny. You can't run away from me? Take care of yourself.
Sophie, you finally came back. Don't run around anymore. I've been waiting for you.
Dad, I want to break the engagement. Matthew is just a playboy. We have no feelings toward each other. I can't marry him.
Sonny, I'll find you even if I have to search the whole Azuria. Kevin, prepare the gifts. I will go to the York.
Mr. Shaw, Sir Shaw doesn't agree to annul the marriage. You should talk to him again. Isn't it a bad idea for us to act first and ask for permission later?
I've brought so much precious gifts. Any of them is worth more than $1 million. Aren't these enough to make it up for Sophie?
But.
There's no but. I already have Sonny in my mind.
I don't want any other women. What are you talking about? Matthew is outstanding in terms of family background, character, appearance, and ability. It's a good marriage. I asked you to come back for this marriage. Besides, it was your grandpa who decided this marriage. It's unfilial for you to annul the marriage.
Grandpa's intention in arranging this marriage was probably to make me happy. But now I don't even have the right to choose freely. How can I be happy? Dad, if you really want me to be happy, just agree with me.
You must marry him no matter what. Only if you marry Matthew can I get what I want.
Hello, Sir York. I'm Sir York. I came here to apologize in person. I have never met your daughter, and we have no emotional foundation. Getting married like this will only make both parties irresponsible. Let's just annul this marriage between our families.
This marriage has been decided by the elders of both families. You, a senior, has no right to annul it like that. Listen, this marriage won't be annulled.
Sir York, I know you went through a lot of trouble to find your daughter. If you really love her and want her to be happy, please reconsider the decision carefully.
Just take your things and get out of here. This marriage must be fulfilled.
Matthew, we have the same purpose. Let me help you with it. Mister, may I have a drink with you?
Sonny, I lost. I missed you so much. Can I have your number?
But I don't like married men.
You know everything about me?
Everyone in Azuria knows that you, Matthew Shaw, is going to marry Sophie York.
Matthew, you can't break off the engagement. That girl looks very pretty. She will be a good wife in the future.
I can't let Matthew find out that I'm Sophie. Otherwise, all my efforts will be in vain. You're thinking about other women while being with me?
I'm not. Trust me. I'm not thinking about others. I'm only thinking about you. Only? You?
Hey, Matthew? You got drunk so easily. How dare you go to the bar? Your Highness, let me serve you.
Don't move. Stay. Let me hold you long.
How could Sophie take a man to the hotel? How could she be so indecent?
Wasn't it me and Matthew? You followed me?
Sophie, Helen doesn't have the time to follow you. Helen just happened to see it and film it down.
Just happened? She obviously set me up on purpose.
Shut up. You've embarrassed our whole York family, as expected of a bumpkin from the countryside. You're really uneducated.
Dad, How could you scold me like that?
Dad was only telling the truth. You keep messing around outside. You don't deserve to be the York family's heiress.
It seems we need to settle the marriage quickly. I don't want more trouble. Guards, lock her in the room.
Dad, you can't do this. Dad.
Brat, how could you do such a vile thing? You've ruined the Shaw family's reputation.
Grandpa, it's nothing vile. She and I love each other.
I'm really disappointed. Guards, lock this brat up for me.
Grandpa?
Don't let him out until the wedding day.
Grandpa.
Let me out.
Let me out.
Helen? Sometimes I really don't know if you're smart or stupid.
What do you mean?
The Shaw family is one of the top families in Azuria. Isn't marrying Mr. Shaw and becoming the lady of the Shaw family much better than being the York family's fake heiress? You forced me to marry Matthew. Isn't this helping me to climb up? Try to put your mind in the right place.
What are you planning to do?
You can marry Matthew to climb a step higher and be a real wealthy lady.
Mr. Shaw,
Kevin, how do I treat you?
you trust me so much. If it weren't for you, I would still be a small employee.
What if I tell you that you have a chance to repay my kindness to you?
I'll do anything for you without hesitation.
Great. You're really someone I can trust.
But, Mr. Shaw, escaping a marriage is a serious issue. How can I clean up such a big mess?
I have complete faith in you. You can do it.
The bride is gone. The groom is also gone.
Why are you here?
Come on. What's going on? How could I meet him here? What a bad luck. It's a long story.
Make it short then? Sonny?
Didn't you say you don't want to marry Ms. York? Since we're so lucky to meet again, you can just do me a favor and help those in need.
So, did you dress up so pretty today to steal the groom?
Yeah, I am. Does my new dress look good?
Don't you want to know? Why I don't want to marry Ms. York?
Why?
With my current capability, I don't need to improve the status of the Shaw family by that marriage. And I disdain that. I've done so much to escape the marriage. Just to
Why are you looking at me like that?
marry that one I really love.
You egomaniac. I don't want to marry you either.
Where's Mr. Shaw? Ms. York is already here. Come on.
Miss York, the bride has arrived. Let's welcome the groom, Mr. Shaw.
Sophie really doesn't know any better. Luckily, Helen took the initiative to replace her for the greater good. In my opinion, that girl has been in the countryside for too long. How could she be worthy of Mr. Shaw? Mr. Shaw. Why isn't Mr. Shaw here yet?
Does the Shaw family want to break off the marriage?
Find me that bastard.
This place is so narrow. We will suffocate in here.
Don't move. Someone is coming.
Where did Mr. Shaw go? I can't find him anywhere.
You didn't see Ms. York's face. If we can't find Mr. Shaw, the wedding will be cancelled.
She wants to marry me so much? She's really delusional. I told you not to move.
You're such an ungrateful girl. So many people wish they could marry Mr. Shaw. How could you turn it down? If Sir York hadn't decided on this marriage himself, you would never have had such a chance.
Sophie, you're too willful. Even if you didn't want to marry Mr. Shaw, you couldn't just escape from the wedding. You've embarrassed our family.
Helen was so embarrassed at the banquet just for you and the York family's reputation. I'll teach you a lesson today.
Sophie, you deserve this. I didn't want to make it difficult for you, nor did I want our family to be embarrassed and offend the Shaw family. That was why I stood up for you.
You ungrateful girl. You're so unruly. Kneel and apologize to Helen.
You're not my mother. You didn't give birth to me or raise me. You have no right to beat me. As for you, did you do that for me, for the York family, or for your own selfishness? You know it yourself. I have nothing to do with your affection for Matthew. Don't involve me.
Sophie, you just returned from the countryside. You're being sensitive. I get it. But how could you accuse me of competing with you for Mr. Shaw? It was Grandpa's decision.
It was my fault to run away from the wedding. I admit it.
Stop it. Sophie, I can let you put off the marriage. However, there are things that you should learn. How about this? From tomorrow on, you'll work in the company. Helen has worked in the company for years. She knows about all kinds of affairs. You may work with her first.
No need. I'll conceal my identity and work in the York group with common employees. Thus, my abilities can be improved.
You're quite tough, which resembles the York's character. But you have to stick to your words.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sophie York.
You're the new employee? What's your department?
The project department.
I'm Yannick Larry, manager of the department. In the future, you'll work there.
There's a fancy car outside. Who did it come for?
Needless to say, it came for the Miss of the York family. I hear Ms. York will marry Mr. Shaw. Could it be Mr. Shaw in the car? Ms. York, you're so welcomed.
It may not be him.
That's right.
What are you saying? If the car isn't here to pick Ms.
I'm teaching you a lesson.
Sophie, how dare you do that? You offended your superior. Get the hell out. You're dismissed.
All right, stop it. Why are you serious with the village girl?
You two are so different. One is the Miss in the York family, while the other is a rude village girl.
Wow, look! That man came upstairs. He's so handsome. He's here.
Helen,
he has come to
you're
our
so
company.
lucky. Mr. Shaw specially came to see you.
Well, we don't know if it's him yet.
Turns out he's here for Sophie, not for Helen. Sophie must have her secrets?
Since he's here for the village girl, that man can't be too good. He just has a good appearance. How can he be compared with Mr. Shaw? Am I right, Helen?
Sophie, just you wait. I'll make you out of the York family.
Matthew, why do you come?
Are you unhappy that I come?
How do you know I'm here?
That I came to find you? Or are you waiting for me to come to you? What did they call you?
Sunny. Right. Sunny.
That's a cute name.
Damn. He almost found that I'm Sophie York. I have to make him leave now. Why do you come to me?
You want an answer? How will you trade for that?
Forget it?
Don't get mad so often. I came to you with a project worthy of millions. I saw you by the road, so I followed you over.
So you're not only a pervert, but also a stalker?
It's because I miss you much?
All right, stop it. Just leave.
What if I don't go?
Why are you staying? To attract more women?
Are you jealous?
Yes. So hurry up and leave. I'll attend a meeting later.
I can leave? If you give me your contact, or I'll follow you all day.
Give me your phone.
How did you get hired? You can't even complete such an easy project. If that's all you can do, you'd better leave now. We don't need any incapable workers.
The project really sucks. Has she ever studied in school?
With her abilities, how did she get hired? Has she taken a shortcut?
That's possible. A fancy car just came to pick her up. I thought it was here to pick Ms. York up.
Don't say that. She just came from suburbs and may be unfamiliar with work. Besides, she is still insensitive to the needs of the market.
This is not my project. Did you make a mistake?
If it's not your project, why is your name on it? You did a bad job, admit it. The client asks for the project right now. Hurry up and apologize.
I've said it's not my project.
Ms. Larry, don't be mad. Why not read my project first?
I find this project very novel and quite far-sighted. It highly satisfies the current market.
It's really a mature project. Ms. York, you're beautiful as well as brilliant.
With a good family background, Ms. York still works so hard, while someone used some trick to get hired, but can only give such a bad project, which is like a joke.
This one is my project?
Your project, Sophie? Are you insane?
You're too shameless. You wouldn't admit your project sucks. And you even want to steal Ms. York's plan?
Why is she always going against Ms. York? Maybe it's because of jealousy. Her deeds caused by jealousy are so disgusting.
Do you hear these village girl, Ms. York grows up in a good family and went to a top-notch school. Such a project is easy for her to complete. You're just a village girl who used some trick to get into the company. With your knowledge, how can you offer such a good project?
Do you mean I stole your project?
Helen, you should know it best. I'll give you another chance. Admit it now.
Admit what? Admit that you stole my project and framed me?
Okay, fine. Guys, based on this project, I have a better edition backed up.
She's right. This one is more detailed and better than that project.
Did she really not steal it?
Maybe there was a mistake. What is going on?
Yes, that's right. Who sorted the files?
It doesn't matter since things are clear. I just wonder, who made...
Sophie, why are you looking at me? I didn't make the terrible project.
You didn't do it? Then who made it?
This is a mistake. I just took the wrong file.
All right, Helen just took the wrong file. Do you have to be so harsh on her? Don't forget that. Ms. York is the miss of the York family. The whole York group belongs to her. Meeting dismissed.
Mom, today in the company, Sophie makes me humiliated.
How dare you? Bitch, how dare you bully my daughter? She's always been nice to you. She is always polite to you. How can you do that to her?
How did I treat her?
At the company, you didn't help her. And you even bullied her. How can you be so vicious?
I bullied her? I hid my identity to work in the company. How can I bully her? From the start to the end, only your daughter bullies me.
I didn't?
Of course you did. But you're not smart enough to make your trick work.
Sophie, you're so bold. I'll teach you a lesson today. What do you want? Do you want to hit me?
This place is a mess.
You!
Girl, are you alone?
What are you doing?
Do what? Drink some wine with me. What do you want?
Beat you up? Fuck off.
You live a well-off life and look gentle. I didn't expect you to be good at fighting.
Am I that delicate in your mind to make you so surprised?
Yes, I'm indeed surprised. But I have to thank you for today.
You want to thank me? Words can show no sincerity. Show it through your actions.
Mr. Shaw, don't go too far.
If you're sincere, you may marry me?
You're never serious?
It doesn't matter. I can wait. But for now, I need to get some benefits.
What? I'll go home now. I have to go to work tomorrow.
Crap. Today, it's the company's 60th founding anniversary. Right? You just joined the company. You can't know about it. There will be a ball later. Can you dance?
She grew up in the suburbs. How can she dance? How funny.
Look what she's wearing. Do you think it's a party in the village? How ignorant.
Let alone dancing. She doesn't even have a partner? Now there is gossip that she hooked up with a rich man. No man dares to be her partner.
Hey, why aren't you in a dress?
Ms. York, today you're more charming than ordinary days. You'll be the focus at the ball later. Unlike her, who doesn't even dress up. She humiliates our company.
Maybe she doesn't have a dress.
Today it's the company's anniversary. Why nobody tells me that?
No matter if you know it or not, your outfit and showing up here is a disgrace for the company. I advise you to be sensible and leave now. Otherwise, you'll be alone and humiliated.
I hear you have no partner. Ms. Sunny, will you dance with me?
Wow, who is this? He's so handsome. How did she know such a handsome man?
Hey, did you see his suit? It seems to be specially customized. Is he the rich man she seduced?
Wow, his build is no worse than Mr. Shaw's. But Mr. Shaw is Ms. York's fiancé. Don't talk nonsense.
Hi, mister. She is a poor village girl. She can't dance. Let me be your dancing partner.
Ms. York. Turns out you're my fiancé, whom I haven't met but detest a lot, Sophie York. No need, Ms. York? I still want to dance with Sunny.
No, no need. I'm not in a dress. Let's leave.
Ms. York. Does your company not have a good dress and high heels?
We have, of course. I happen to have a few old dresses in the fitting room. Yannick, take her to pick a dress. Don't let her disgrace the York group.
This way, please.
Is this the village girl? I didn't expect her to be so beautiful.
Her pretty face is of no use. She's from the village anyway. She can't dance at all. Maybe she will make the handsome masked man get embarrassed with her.
Sunny, you're so pretty.
Thanks.
As expected, my clothes look good on anyone. The dress is just nice. By the way, you grew up in the village. Do you know how to dance? I shouldn't have said it. I'm sorry to have embarrassed you. You must be unable to dance. You can let me dance with the handsome masked man first. I'll show you how to dance.
I'm sorry. I'm a neat freak. I don't like anyone except Sunny to touch me. Is it fun to see me getting flirted?
I didn't expect a stupid prince to be popular.
How dare you call me stupid? Apologize, or I won't be your partner tonight.
All right, I'll apologize. I'm sorry.
You're not sincere at all? Beg me.
All right. I'll satisfy you. I'm begging you.
My princess. May I invite you to be my partner for my first dance tonight?
Sophie, just you wait. You won't.
What? Are you attracted by me?
Nonsense. I'm not.
Sunny, I'll see how long you'll keep denying. Be careful. You're going to turn. What's wrong?
Nothing. You played another trick. I can't be too cautious with you.
Relax. And cling to me.
I didn't expect Sophie, the village girl, to be able to dance. And she dances so well.
See how much she enjoys it. Her body clings to the handsome man.
They cooperate well and seem to be a good match.
Dance as you like. Sophie, you'll soon cry.
Are you okay?
The heel just broke.
Hey, why is your heel broken?
You prepared the high heels for me. As for why it broke, you should know it better than me.
What a joke. So you mean we worked hard to break the heel just to embarrass you? Do you know how costly the shoes are? It's a limited edition and the only pair in the world. You can never afford them?
If you like my things, just ask me for them. Don't vent your anger on the shoes because of jealousy. However costly the shoes are, they're only a pair of shoes. Don't play such a trick, okay?
Ms. York is so generous, and she gave the costly high heels as a gift so easily.
I guess she's jealous of Ms. York, so she intentionally damaged Ms. York's high heels.
In my opinion, Ms. York is too kind. If these were my shoes, I would make her pay.
Do you hear it, village girl? Ms. York has spared you from paying? Be quick to apologize to Ms. York.
Here you are.
You village girl, you...
Even though I'm a village girl, I'm one with taste.
How dare you say these are fake? You can't be so rude. I kindly lent you my dress and shoes. You didn't apologize, and you insulted me. Do you think I'm just weak?
Sophie, what you do will make us disgusted.
Right, you're so mean.
Seeing that Ms. York is well-tempered, you're getting worse and worse.
This pair of shoes will cost her more than a year's salary. Now it is damaged. She gave it back. She's so hypocritical.
It's true that you lent me the dress and shoes. But as for how it was broken, you know it best.
It's okay that you refuse to thank me, but you can't slander me? Even if I hate you, I wouldn't use such a way to smear you.
You've smeared me more than once?
Sophie, you have no background or capabilities. How dare you argue with Ms. York? Hurry up and apologize, or you won't come to work tomorrow.
You're just a snobbish director. How dare you ask me to leave?
What? Just a director? Who do you think you're? How dare you judge me?
You're not qualified to know my identity?
What is it? With a man supporting you, you feel quite proud, huh?
Right, apologize to Ms.
York now.
You want me to apologize? No way. I'll never apologize for something that I didn't do.
Excellent. Your words are fair. I admire you. I can prove the shoes to be fake. Kevin?
Mr. Sir.
Open it. I came today to bring these to you.
This pair looks the same as that pair. Which pair is fake?
I guess those brought by Ms. York are real.
Today's show is really amazing. You, a man with a fortune, specially found her a pair of identical shoes. Is it so hard to apologize to Ms. York?
I bought this pair of shoes at the store with $1.4 million. If you don't believe me, scan the code on the receipt.
You're so stubborn. All right, I'll scan it now.
Wow, it's real. Then Ms. York's shoes?
Why would someone as dignified as Ms. York buy a fake?
All right, stop gossiping. Today it's a ball held by the York Group.
I didn't expect the salesman sold me a fake. I'll file a complaint.
Right. You have to expose what she did and make her pay. Make her pay with all property.
I've long wanted to send you these shoes. I think they look good on you.
I never told you my size. How do you know it?
I can find it out with enough concern.
I can't take it for no reason. The shoes are too expensive. I can't take them.
If you don't take them, I'll throw them away. Then I'll carry you back in my arms.
You're quite shameless.
So will you take them? Not?
All right, I'll take them. It's a bit tiring to wear high heels. I'll change into my shoes. Wait for me at the gate of the company.
Sophie? I didn't expect you to be so tough. You haven't told anyone you're Ms. York yet?
I've promised, Dad. I'll do as I say. But you've kept your promises too. You promised Dad you would look after me. And you did look after me.
Sophie, I'll drink a toast to you. Thus, the displeasure between us will dissipate. What do you think?
I don't dare to drink the wine offered by you?
Sophie, you're quite clever, but can you foresee what will happen next? Sophie, you're right. We have to be cautious.
Helen, let me tell you, never try to hurt others. I'm not interested in being Miss York or Mr. Shaw's wealthy wife. So you don't have to. Treat me as an enemy. Otherwise, you'll get yourself trouble.
You're right, my sister.
Why did Ms. York fall from the staircase? It's so high up there. She can't be so careless.
It seems that only Ms. York and the village girl have stayed on the staircase. Did she push Ms. York down?
Bitch, how dare you push Ms. York? If Ms. York gets hurt, you'll have to pay with your life. Call an ambulance.
Did you want to kill Helen?
I didn't push her. She fell down herself.
Shut up. Don't be an annoyance here. Get the formalities done for Helen.
Nurse, I'll pay for the treatment.
Follow me.
The doctor says she's fine. She just had her head bumped and has a light cerebral concussion. She'll soon wake up, or your trick will be revealed.
What's your nonsense?
You should know when to stop.
Dad, Mom, don't blame Sophie. She didn't push me on purpose.
By then, only you two were on the stairs. If she hadn't pushed you, why would you fall down for no reason? At the time, you're still speaking for her. Helen, you're too kind. I feel sorry for you.
Helen was brought up by us. She's a kind girl. What are you waiting for? Go and apologize to Helen.
Can't you think it through with your brain? Why would I push her?
You never get along with Helen at home and gave her a hard time in the office. You always bully her. Tell me, what did Helen do wrong to make you hate her so much? How could you push her down the stairs? It can get her killed.
You're so sinister. If I had known it, I wouldn't have got you back from the village. I'd better let you suffer there.
I regret coming back. I originally thought I'd be welcomed by a good father and a warm home. Turns out, I only met an ignorant villain.
You!
Hit me. After you slap me, I'll no longer be your daughter. Why are you here?
I hear Ms. York fell down. So I came to visit her.
Though you say you'll cancel the marriage, your deeds show real attitude.
I came for I worry about you. I want to see if you're hurt.
You don't want me to be wronged?
Yes. Her life has nothing to do with me? So are you all right?
I'm fine.
Then you're not good. Damn Sophie York, I'll talk to her.
I'm fine. Really. If you go and argue with her, my lie will be exposed.
You're lying to me.
I didn't. I'm really fine. The air here is stale. Go and wait for me at the gate.
I won't go. I'll follow you wherever you go.
Sophie, let's go out to eat. Then I'll forgive you for pushing me.
Helen, you won't stop acting. Are you an actress?
How dare you say that? Helen has forgiven you. Why are you still arguing? You're her older sister, remember?
Sophie, the fact is obvious. Why are you still stubborn? I don't have a daughter like you.
I know Sophie suffered in the village, and she can't tolerate me. She always thinks I take her place, so she never likes me.
That's nonsense.
But you're harsh on me. I'm really scared, and also guilty. Tonight, I wanted to use the chance to resolve all conflicts with you. I didn't expect that you pushed me downstairs when there was no one around.
Helen, are you insane?
Sophie, what have I done wrong? Why did you treat me like that?
Sophie, what else do you want to say? You tried to kill your sister. You're so vicious. A person like you can't stay with us.
The family is ruined by you. I didn't expect you to make the company a mess too. You disappointed me. Resign from the company tomorrow. I have nothing to say.
I'll leave the company after I...
Hey, have you heard it? Last night, Ms. York's falling down wasn't an accident.
I know. And is in the hospital now.
I hear Sophie pushed Ms. York because of jealousy. If it's true, she's too horrible. She's a murderer?
Lower your voice. Don't let her hear you. She's looking over.
Believe it or not, I didn't push her. And I have no reason to push her.
Why should we believe you? Do you have proof? Ms. York has said that you pushed her. You're a murderer. How dare you come back to work? Let me tell you, no murderer can work in our company. You're fired. Get the hell out.
She said I pushed so you bought it. Do you have proof? You're calling me a murderer. How come I'm not arrested? Or did you see me push her with your own eyes?
You're so articulate. Everyone knows you and Ms. York don't get along. Now she's in the hospital. You deny doing it? But who else could it be?
Only the two of you were there. Who else could do it except you? You're so horrible. No one will dare to work with you.
If I offend you someday, I may be murdered.
Right. A sinister person like you.
If it wasn't me who did it, shouldn't all of you be apologizing to me?
Come on, Ms. York herself said it. It must be true. How could someone as gentle and kind as her accuse you without reason? You're just jealous of her.
True. Last night, she was flirting with someone. Jeez.
Take a piss and reflect. Look at yourself. You just can't compare to her.
You're shameless. A luxury car came to pick you up. It proves you a gold digger.
We all work together, and you know she has a grudge against me, so her words aren't credible. I'll personally investigate to find out the truth. If you've wronged me in this matter, are you willing to take responsibility? Of course I can. If you prove Ms. York lied, then I'll kneel down and apologize to you.
Right, we'll do that.
If you can prove your innocence with evidence, then I don't mind kneeling to apologize. But I doubt you can produce any evidence because it was you who pushed her.
Fine. Remember your words.
Ms. York, I've taken care of the task you just assigned. She just checked the surveillance but found nothing.
Have all the footage been deleted? Don't leave any evidence. Just tell everyone. The cameras were broken that day.
Understood. If there's nothing else, I'll hang up now.
Okay. You will get your reward once the job is done. What are you doing here?
Why aren't you calling me sister? Giving up on the sisterly love act? My dear little sister.
What do you mean? I'm afraid I don't quite understand.
What a coincidence, right? Just yesterday, the surveillance at the stairs went broken. You're quite meticulous, aren't you? You think it's foolproof?
You've certainly thought things through. Yes? I deliberately set you up. So what? No one will believe you now. Even if you're good in everything, you'll still have to scram from the company. Let me warn you, Sophie, don't even think about taking my place. And forget about getting your hands on anything of mine. Otherwise, you'll be 100 times worse than now.
Helen, so arrogant, huh?
My dear sister, the truth doesn't matter. What matters is that everyone thinks you pushed me. The only evidence has been destroyed by me. Even if you shout out the truth, no one will believe you. My headache is killing me.
What are you here for? Are you trying to harm my daughter again?
Sophie, didn't I tell you to pack up and leave the company today? Why are you here? The doctor said, Helen has a mild concussion and needs to rest. Aren't you just causing trouble here? Go back now.
I naturally won't admit to something I didn't do. Once I prove my innocence, I'll leave.
You're still here talking big? It's downright shameless. Helen is lying in bed, and you're here to bully her. You're utterly inhumane.
You all should really see how your precious daughter was before you arrived. Your expressions must be quite something.
Sister, what exactly did I do to upset you? I'm already lying in a hospital bed. Why won't you let go and keep harassing me?
Good girl. If there's anything, just tell me.
My sister just burst in and said things I couldn't understand. She scared me so much that my head started hurting.
That's enough. Pack your things and hit the road. You have 24 hours. And don't tell anyone you're my daughter.
Fine. 24 hours is enough. Mr. Shaw, excuse me for asking. I'd like to ask a favor.
Of course.
You agreed so quickly? Don't you want to know what favor I'm asking for?
Can I be helpful? Then forget it.
No.
All right, I won't tease you anymore. What's up?
I want to get the surveillance footage from the staircase at the York Group's anniversary celebration. It will prove my innocence.
Yes, Mr. Shaw.
Ask all our men to suspend all current tasks to investigate the surveillance from the staircase during the York Group's anniversary. It must be on my desk by tomorrow morning.
Got it.
Oh, right. The footage might have been deleted.
Someone deleted it? It will need a lot more work. Why do you need it?
To rescue a princess.
You be serious, okay? But still. Thank you. I've caused you a lot of trouble by asking for your help, haven't I?
These are minor issues. Your matters are the important ones. You have some sort of grudge with Ms. York? Aren't you just new there? Why is she targeting you?
How would I know? Maybe it's because I didn't go along with what she wanted. I want to thank you for this matter.
Thank me?
How do you want to thank me?
By marrying me.
Since you helped me with this,
I'm Sophie York.
Sophie York. Sonny, Sonny, will return your favor.
You, said Sophie York.
No way. You misheard me. I'm not on good terms with Sophie. I wouldn't want anything to do with her. I'll leave the matter to you. I'm off.
I heard some people are leaving the company today.
She wasn't quitting the job. She was fired. It's good that someone like her is gone.
Pushing the heiress of the York Group and still wanting to stay in the company. Ridiculous.
Sophie, aren't you here today to prove your innocence? Where is it?
Let me see if everyone's here.
Everyone's here, but you don't show us the evidence. I think there's nothing there at all.
What's the rush? Eager to kneel and apologize to me? Fine, I'll grant you that. Here's the evidence you wanted. Everyone, take a look.
This can't be, yeah. Ms. York clearly deleted this video. She told me she deleted...
Yannick, do you remember what you said? Isn't this evidence enough to prove my innocence? Now...
Sophie, you...
Yes, Yannick? Weren't you so sure before that I was a murderer? Isn't this evidence enough to prove my innocence?
Hey, she said yesterday that if there was evidence, she would kneel and apologize.
I never expected Ms. York to frame her like this.
Impossible? This video is fake?
I knew you'd pull something like this. This is a certificate from the legal department for the unedited video. Open your eyes and look clearly.
Impossible. This certificate is also fake?
It's stamped. It must be the real thing.
Hey, Yannick, just kneel and apologize to her.
Apologize to this country bumpkin? No way. You've been fired from the company. I advise you to leave now. Besides the York group, I'd like to see who else would dare to take you in.
That's true. Where could she go?
The York group is one of the top companies. She's acting too impulsively.
Sonny, if they don't want you, please give us a chance. The Shaw Group is willing to invite you to join our company. I wonder if you would accept it?
Sure.
What are you all standing here for? Get back to work.
You just arrived. What do you think of the atmosphere here?
It's very nice. Great benefits and friendly colleagues.
Good to hear. You carry on with your tasks. Mr. Shaw has called for me. I need to go up.
Okay, thanks.
Mr. Shaw, any instructions?
Have you shown her around yet?
Yep. She seems quite happy with it.
Does she need anything else?
She's already busy with work. I think she wouldn't like to be disturbed.
What's the time? Maybe you could ask if she's hungry. I could take her to the restaurant.
Didn't we just have a meal? Oh, you want to see her? I mean, if you're pursuing a girl?
You should. Isn't this a bit like abusing my power? Well, all right. Go now. Give this to her. Say it's important. I want her to bring it to me personally.
Wow, I'm impressed. You learn fast? Are you busy?
Not really. Anything I can help you with?
I gotta go out for a while. This document is important. You need to take it to Mr. Shaw in person.
All right.
Yep.
Important document? Matthew. He needs to see this.
Come in.
Kevin wants me to give you this.
Thank you.
I'll just leave if there's nothing else.
Wait. Can you get me a glass of water?
Sure. I'm sorry? What do you want?
Come closer. Get it clean.
I gotta go.
Sonny, you can't escape my grasp.
You're back. I'm here to tell you that although you don't work for the York Group, you're still my daughter. I can overlook what happened on the engagement party, but the marriage arrangement cannot be changed.
It was already awkward between both families.
The parents' word cannot be simply cancelled. You just wait to marry into the Shaw family. Don't worry about anything else.
Why does he insist on me marrying that Matthew? Is there some other reason behind this?
The last engagement party, you were really too willful. Now the Yorks haven't called off the engagement. We can't be the ones to go back on our word.
Grandpa, you want to be an honorable man. But what about my happiness? I will not marry a woman I'm not familiar with, especially since I already have someone I like.
I know that you've never really focused on women all these years. Don't use that as an excuse. I think Miss York, rare good girl. I really like her. Here are Miss York's details. Take a look.
I've told you. I have someone I like. I'm not lying to you. Once I win over Sonny, I'll bring her back to meet you. So this marriage must be called off.
Mom, it's real. He's really here.
Sweetie, why would I lie to you? You like Mr. Shaw. I'll help you get his heart.
But if I pretend to be Sophie and he sobers up the next day, he'll still find out. Would it work?
Silly child. Sleep with him and he'll be yours.
Okay, Mom. I will do what you say.
Sonny, what brings you here?
Matthew, you've had too much. Let me take you home.
Sonny, you're taking me home?
Yes.
You're not Sonny.
What
are you doing wearing like this?
Mr. Shaw, I'm Sophie York. We have an engagement. I'm your future wife?
Wife? As if you're worthy to be my wife, dressing like this coming to a bar. Don't you think you're cheap?
Honey, how can you say that to me? This is not cheap. We are legally married. We'll be together sooner or later.
Get lost. The sweet perfume you're wearing makes me sick. Get out. I don't want to see you again. Go now.
Honey.
I'm telling you for the last time. Stop dreaming about being my wife. You're not worthy.
Matthew, why are you drinking so much? Why are you drinking so much alone?
Sonny, where were you? If you were any later, I would have been taken advantage of.
I didn't think you were this fragile.
Sonny, are you teasing me?
I'm not teasing you. I'm challenging. Matthew, what are you doing? Matthew, don't you dare. Matthew, don't cross the line.
I'm sorry, Sonny. I love you so much.
But you're drunk.
Sonny, what exactly did you do to me? That I'm willing to defy my grandpa just to marry you? It's driving me crazy. And making me drink every day.
Sophie, how lucky to meet someone who treasures you so much.
Sonny, are you drunk? Or am I drunk?
You're burning up. Your forehead's so hot. Keep this up and you'll end up frying your brain. Matthew, wake up.
What's going on?
Well, Matthew. You're so fragile that you catch a fever right after drinking? You really worry me.
It's just, I didn't sleep well yesterday. I'm beat. Hey! How did I do last night?
Stop it.
I'm sorry if I hurt you or anything.
All right, enough of that. Let me check your temperature again. Seems like you're doing a bit better. I take it back. Guess you're tougher than you look. That reminds me, is anything else bothering you?
I'm starving.
Fine. I'll order some takeout.
Takeout? Come on, I'm sick here. That's just cruel.
Okay, since you're sick, I'll make you some noodles. Consider yourself lucky.
Let me cook the noodles instead, I suppose. Quit staring at me. You've already got me, haven't you?
Oh, come on. I'm gonna be late. I just started this job. It'd be so embarrassing to show up late. If I lose my perfect attendance bonus, you're paying me back.
I'm going as fast as I can without breaking the law here. What kind of slave driver company starts this early anyway?
Isn't this your company? Why are you asking me? Just remember, if I lose that bonus, it's on you.
Hey, how about we Bend the rules a bit. Call it a paid late arrival?
Not a chance. Hey, what's up with everyone today? Why is everybody acting so weird?
Sophie, did you just arrive with Mr. Shaw? In his car? Girl, Mr. Shaw never lets women in his car. What's the deal with you two? It's not that kind of relationship, is it?
That kind of relationship? Great. Now everyone thinks Matthew and I are having some secret affair. Quick, can you get that for me? Hello.
Hey, Sonny. Missing you already.
Come on, Sonny, quit playing dumb. What's really going on with you and Mr. Shaw?
Sonny, nice work. Snagging Mr. Shaw on the down low. Smooth.
You know Mr. Shaw is like the office golden boy, right? You're basically taking on the whole company here?
How do I even explain this?
All right, let me set the record. Straight about Sonny and me. As of now, we're just friends. Oh, right. Just friends. But who knows? One day she might end up running the whole Shaw group.
What are you saying? I mean, aren't you engaged? Shouldn't you be worrying about breaking things off with the York family first?
Well, Sonny. Seems like you're awfully concerned about—
No, it's not. Just about you. Breaking off the engagement is for my sake, too.
For you?
Look, that Ms. York has it out for me. The feeling's mutual. I'd love to see her plans go up in smoke. Plus, you're
still engaged.
If we go public now, won't I come off as the other woman?
You've got a point, Sonny. I won't marry Sophie York. I need to fast-track this whole breaking off the engagement thing.
I'm sorry, Matthew. I can't reveal who I really am yet. I need to figure out why my dad's so set on this marriage and what's really going on here. If I don't get to the bottom of this, I'll just keep being someone else's pawn.
But there's something fishy about the Yorks. From what I know, Mr. York doesn't actually run the show at the York Group.
How's that even possible?
I'm not sure of the details yet. But there's gotta be a reason he's so dead set against calling off the engagement.
Sir York only has one kid, Todd. So shouldn't all the shares be his? How come Todd's not calling the shots? Maybe this whole marriage alliance thing has something to do with the shares.
Hello, Grandpa.
You ungrateful—
Thanks, Grandpa. All I want is for you to stay healthy and stick around for a long time.
If you really cared, you'd hurry up and marry the Miss York.
Grandpa, can we not do this right now?
Wait, it's your birthday today?
Yes.
Well, happy birthday. What do you want for a present?
What I wanted I already got yesterday.
Well, you mean it. No gift for you. That saves me some cash.
Look at you, being all cheap. Future Mrs. Shaw won't need to pinch pennies, you know.
Must be nice, having people remember your birthday. No one's ever remembered mine.
Don't worry. That's about to change.
What are you doing here?
Nothing.
Fess up now, and I'll go easy on you. Resist, and you're in for it?
Not a chance. My lips are sealed?
What's so important in the archives anyway? Let me see. Hey, why are you looking at my files? Oh no, I wasn't paying attention when Come on, spill it.
Not a chance.
Oh, by the way, I need to take a few days off.
You're abandoning me?
What? I said I'm taking a few days off. Not leaving forever?
Same difference?
You're the big shot, Mr. Shaw of Shaw Group. When did you turn so childish?
Not seeing you for days. Might as well put me out of my misery. Can't you at least tell me where you're going?
I've got some personal stuff to deal with. I'll fill you in when the time's right. It's actually my birthday today. Funny, no one's remembered it in either of my lives. Hey look, who's setting off fireworks?
Sonny, happy birthday.
How did you know it's my birthday today?
It was on your employment form.
My form?
Saw it once. Never forgot. Go ahead with your plans, but don't. Be gone.
Dad, here's some of this year's first flush tea.
Ah, nice.
Sophie, quit putting on airs. You're not welcome here anymore. How dare you show your face?
I'm a York. This will always be my home. And you might want to remember your place.
Sophie, if you're here to apologize, this isn't exactly the right attitude.
I'm not here to apologize. I came to see Dad.
All right. This tea looks good. Selena, brew me a cup, will you?
No need. Dad, I'll do it. Here you go, Dad.
This tea is excellent. You know what? If you honored your grandfather's dying wish and married into the Shaw family, that would make it taste even better. Do you want to try some?
Dad, Mom, I saw it with my own eyes. Sophie stole our family's heir.
You're accusing me of stealing the family heirloom? Got any proof?
I saw you take it with my own eyes. What more do you need? That bracelet's only for the head of the York family. You're just after our family's property.
You're not even Dad's real daughter. Your family? I'm Dad's flesh and blood? How am I the outsider here?
You, no matter how slick you talk, the fact is you stole that bracelet.
Okay, genius. If I stole it, where is it now? You say it's solid evidence, so show me.
What's this then? If you didn't steal it, how'd it end up under your pillow?
Maybe it grew legs and crawled there? What do you think, sister?
What are you on about? Have you lost it?
Sophie, what nonsense? Are you talking? That's enough. The bracelet's safe, so help me put it away.
Look how biased you are. Helen might not be your blood, but we've raised her for over 20 years. Sophie, how long have you even known her? You can't let her get away with everything.
So what do you suggest we do?
Obviously.
Family discipline? For what? I didn't do anything wrong.
You ungrateful brat. We've got solid proof, and you're still playing innocent? If we don't teach you a lesson now, you'll think you can get away with murder.
Dad, I know Sophie's your real daughter, and you're not heartless. You've always treated us equally. But don't let your soft spot for her lead her down the wrong path.
Sophie, apologize now, and we'll forget this ever happened.
Keep being stubborn, and I'll have to discipline you by family rules.
Look, you all think I stole that bracelet to become the York Group heir, right? Helen just said, I'm the real York daughter. Barring any surprises, I'm already next in line. Why would I go through all this trouble?
It's called kleptomania. Stop making excuses.
Yeah, kleptomania. You grew up in the sticks, probably used to swiping stuff. How can a sticky-fingered thief like you inherit the York Group?
This is ridiculous. No matter what I say, you'll twist it. I'm done talking to you people.
Huh?
Are you out of your mind? Do you have any idea how valuable that heirloom is?
Sophie, you're completely out of control. How dare you smash that bracelet? God knows what you'll do next. I can't let this slide. Bring me the family rod.
I'm doing this because this bracelet is just a cheap knockoff I brought from the countryside. Is it really worth all this drama?
What did you just say?
Dad, look. It's just an ordinary bracelet.
This isn't the family heirloom? Helen had it the whole time. I didn't even notice. Then, Where's the real one? The heirloom's still here, untouched. What's going on? If you want answers,
You might want to ask my dear sister, Helen York. Isn't that right, sister?
Clearly what?
I clearly saw her take it. Maybe I was mistaken and accused her wrongly.
Quick thinking there. But care to explain how you, who's never been in my room, knew exactly where to... This just proves you planted it there yourself. That's why you knew exactly where to look.
No, that's not it.
Oh, really? Then what is it? You followed me, swiped the real bracelet from the safe, and tucked it under my pillow. Did you think I wouldn't notice? Come on, Helen. I'm not an idiot.
Sophie, why are you always in my way? Everything's gone downhill since you showed up.
Helen, what were you thinking? Going to such lengths to frame Sophie? Is it that hard to accept her?
Yes, it is. Since she came back, everything that was mine has been taken away. How could I just watch her replace me? Even the chance to marry into the Shaw family went to her. Dad, can you still say you're not playing favorites?
You!
Calm down. Helen just feels insecure. We've raised her, and now she's feeling threatened. She's acting out. Because we didn't consider her feelings.
Dad, I know none of you welcomed me when you brought me home. To all of you, I'm just an outsider. But if you all dislike me so much...
Helen, you need to move out for a while. You're not in the right state to stay with the York family right now.
Dad, are you kicking me out? Are you disowning me?
You're still my daughter. Just go. Cool off for a bit. That's final. This matter ends here. Helen's still a York after all. I don't want people gossiping.
Hello?
Where have you been? I've got something big to tell you.
What is it?
Turns out Todd doesn't actually control his company. Even his own shares are pretty limited.
Are you sure about this?
That's what my digging has turned up so far. I'm gonna keep pulling on this thread. It might be our ticket to breaking off the engagement.
Okay, got it. Looks like I need to do some deeper digging at York.
Isn't that sunny?
Hey, new girl.
Are you calling me?
Yeah, you. I've got an emergency. Can you take these docs to Mr. York for me? You hear me?
Thank you, universe. Perfect chance to sneak into Dad's office.
Why are you just standing there? Did you hear what I said?
Oh no, I'm on it. I'll take them up right away, Yannick.
Hold up. I heard we got a new intern last week, but I've never seen you around.
I just started. Still learning the ropes, you know. Wanted to pick up some tips from the pros.
Then why are you bundled up like it's winter? It's boiling out.
Caught a nasty cold. Don't want to spread it around, so I'm playing it safe.
Something's off here. Let me see your ID.
Oh.
Yannick, the meeting's about to kick off. Everyone's waiting for you in the conference room.
All right. You need to get these docs to Mr. York. If you don't, I'll make sure you're out of the York group faster than you can blink. Got it?
The safe? That's it. It's the safe. Thanks for the reminder, Helen.
Mr. York, please don't be upset. The shareholders are just worried about their stakes in the company.
Shares. I'm Sir York's son. How come I can't get my hands on these shares?
Mr. York, why don't you speed up Sophie's marriage into the Shaw family? Otherwise, you might watch all these voting shares slip through your fingers.
I get it.
Hey, Mr. York, hold up a sec.
Ah, Matthew, what brings you here? Why didn't you give us a heads up? I could have rolled out the red carpet for you.
No need for all that. Listen, I came to apologize about the last banquet. I was out of line, and I hope you're not still mad?
Don't sweat it. You young folks like to cause trouble. I get it. But this marriage between our families is a big deal. That's why I've been pushing for it. It's what the old folks decided. After all.
A big deal?
In fact, oh, look at me, leaving a guest standing out here. Come on in, let's go inside.
Hold on, Mr. York. I actually came to discuss a business collaboration. I'll have someone send over the contract later. How about we head to the conference room?
Let's go inside and talk.
Wait.
You don't visit often enough. Come on, have a seat. What would you like to drink? I'll have the secretary whip something up for you.
Anything's fine.
Ah, excuse me, I need to take this call.
I actually came to discuss a business collaboration.
Ah, excuse me, I need to take this call. Hello? Sorry about that.
No worries.
You know, this marriage between the Yorks and Shaws was decided by our elders. Actually, my current wife is my second. My first, she was heartbroken when we lost our daughter, cried every day, until she fell ill and passed away. Sophie was our firstborn. I was in a bad way for a long time after that. Funny thing is, my dad didn't seem too broken up about it. I even thought he was cold-hearted, but before he passed, he left a will.
A will?
Yes, a will, and it concerns you.
Me?
The will says I have to find my lost daughter and have her marry you, Matthew Shaw. Only then will my dad's shares come to me.
So that's why you're so set on me marrying Sophie.
Exactly. By the way, you two haven't met yet, have you?
Actually, we have.
How's that possible? Look, Sophie grew up in the countryside, so she might not be the most polished. Don't hold it against her.
Not polished. From what I've seen, she's usually decked out in designer brands. That doesn't add up.
Sophie never wears designer brands. You must be mistaken. The one who loves designer brands is my second daughter, Helen.
Helen?
Yes, everyone knows my daughter, Helen York. But few know I have an older daughter named Sophie York. Sophie is quite low-key and never puts on airs. Even with me, her father, she's not very close. Actually, like you, she's very resistant to this marriage.
Resistant like me?
Yes.
Mr. York, do you have photos of your daughters? Can I see them?
Of course. Let me show you. Here.
Sonny?
Matthew, why has your expression changed so much?
It's nothing, Mr. York.
Matthew, I have some personal matters to attend to. Let's discuss the collaboration another day.
Sonny? Are you so unwilling to be with me? Why did you deceive me? Why?
You know everything?
I opened the safe in your office. I saw grandfather's will.
You're my firstborn, my only biological child. When you were born, I held you all night long. Later, I took you out to play. And somehow, in a moment of distraction, I lost you. When your mother found out, she searched day and night without rest. She cried every day until her health gave out, and she passed away too soon.
Grandfather, I'm sorry. I came so late. At first, I resented the arranged marriage, but when I saw the will, I understood your intentions. You were afraid that after Dad remarried and had other children, he might forget about me, and I'd struggle when I returned home. So you gave me that basic security. Grandfather, I've been an unfilial granddaughter, coming so late.
Sophie, I'm so sorry. 20 years ago, I lost you. 20 years later, I let you suffer so much. I'm not a good father. I don't care about those shares anymore. Your happiness is what matters most. I want to make it up to you properly.
I think when grandfather made this will and arranged this marriage for me, he was also thinking about my happiness.
Your eyes really resemble your mother's.
The most precious things in life. I think I have them all now, after this rebirth. Dad, I don't blame you anymore. I want to be happy forever, just as grandfather wished. The rain has stopped, Dad.
Huh? Isn't that Mr. Engel? Mr. Engel, what brings you here? Sophie, quickly greet Mr. Engel. He was your grandfather's closest friend.
Hello, Mr. Engel. I'm grandfather's granddaughter, Sophie York.
Sophie! You found Sophie? Old York. If you knew this, in the afterlife, how happy you would be. Child, you have suffered outside. You were supposed to be the only granddaughter of the York family, living a life of comfort at home. But
it's all my fault. If I hadn't been careless back then, Sophie wouldn't have accidentally gone missing?
Accidentally? I'm afraid it might not have been.
What did you say? Wasn't it an accident?
I came to tell you about this. Ever since Sophie got lost, almost all of the police force was mobilized to search for her in every place. Over the years, not only you, but also I have not stopped looking for her. But the more I investigated, the more strange it became. It's impossible for so many people not even to find her trace. Unless she was hidden by someone on purpose.
Are you saying that the matter back then wasn't an accident but was done on purpose? But who would harm Sophie, who was only years old? Besides, our York family was at its peak back then. Who would dare to kidnap my daughter?
Sophie, how did your stepmom treat you?
She has never treated me well. I was admitted to a university, but when I was about to leave, they stopped me with all they could to keep me home. At that time, I promised that I could work part-time to pay for my tuition. Still, they didn't agree.
That's right. Why would they not let you leave? Someone must have promised them something to let them keep you in that cave forever.
Then, why would they do that?
Mr. York, someone claimed to be Sophie's stepmom and came to cause trouble in our company.
Hey, wait. Don't get in. What if they call the police and kick us out?
You useless man. If we don't go in, how can we earn the money for our son's wedding?
But...
There's no but. Listen up. We've been raising Sophie for 20 years. How much have we spent? At least $300,000. The York family is rich. Even if I add a little bit more, they can still afford it.
Yeah, let's go in.
What business do you two have in coming to our group?
I'm Ms. York's foster mother. I've raised her for 20 years. I came here today with my husband to ask for child support.
Did you get it wrong? Ms. York has always been living in the York family. She has never been fostered.
You don't admit it, right? Let me tell you. For 20 years. She only returned to the York family days ago.
You must have got it wrong. Ms. York's name is always Helen.
Sophie! Come out!
What's going on here?
Let go!
What's going on here?
Sophie! I've raised you for 20 years. And you've climbed up to the upper class. And forgot about your foster mother who raised you. You ungrateful girl. I've raised your York family's daughter in vain. I just want my child support back. But your family refused me? Let me tell you, don't try to bully ordinary people like us just because you're rich.
That's right.
I want my money.
Tell me then, how much did you spend on me?
$50,000.
Oh, no, that I cost you so much money. But why do I remember that I've been sleeping on the floor and eating leftovers? I needed to do the chores, clean the house, and give you, my good mommy, a massage at night. Even my tuition was earned by myself through part-time jobs. I really don't know how you could ask for money after all you've done to me.
Sophie, you had been living like that? You had suffered so much.
Dad.
How dare you mess around here? Shameless. Security. Get them out of here.
What?
They hit me.
I've raised your daughter for 20 years. Now, not only do you not want to pay me, but you even want to hit me. Everyone. Now, not only do you not want to pay me, but you even want to hit me. Everyone, come and see. Where's the justice? Where's the law?
Shameless.
Dad, calm down.
How could I calm down? I can't let them embarrass us here. That's ridiculous. There are so many people here. They would ruin your reputation.
Dad, what Mr. Engel said makes sense. If we want to find out whether what happened back then was an accident or a plot, it's our best chance right now.
Are you saying? Please get up first. I never said that I won't pay for Sophie's child support.
Really? Will you really give us $300,000?
$300,000?
Here. There are too many people here. Please, come with me to my office upstairs. Come on.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. York's office is really grand. It looks even more luxurious than from the outside.
Don't be ignorant. Once we have the money, we can also live a good life. However, this office looks so luxurious. Should we ask him for even more?
Hey, wait. If we ask for more, will he agree?
Don't worry. He can't afford to be embarrassed like this.
If we ask for more, will he agree?
Do you need to discuss something?
Oh, no, about Sophie's child support.
Of course. However, before that, I have some questions for you two.
Just ask. We now think we need to raise the price. You don't think your daughter is only worth $300,000, right?
How much?
$700,000.
You?
Dad, calm down. Okay. But first you need to answer a few questions. Just tell us.
Your questions?
First question, how did you adopt me? Or what kind of channel did you go through to adopt me? Second question, you have a son, and you value him over me. Why would you be so kind to adopt me? Third question, and this question is my own guess. Did you know I'm the York family's heiress from the beginning? Did someone ask you to keep me in the village? Okay, last question. Once you answer these questions, you will get what you want. Who is the person that asked you to keep me in the village?
You knew all of it?
I'm the one who's asking questions. All you need is to answer me.
Then if I answer these questions, will you give us $700,000?
Of course.
Okay. 10 years ago, a person came to us and asked us if we wanted to adopt a girl. We already had a son. I didn't want to have another child, so I refused. But that person said if we adopted you, he would give us a sum every month. Do you know how much it was? After I knew the amount, I thought it was such a bargain. So I agreed. I could use the money to pay for my husband's debt. However, later, he sent you to our village. I really received that amount of money every month, but he seemed to not care about how we treat you at all. Oh yeah, he also told me that we couldn't let you leave the village.
Who was that person?
I didn't know who that person was in the beginning, but later, after the York family picked you up, he never gave us any money. So we went to find the contact to ask for money. As a result, we got beaten up. He even told us that it was us who let you return to the York family. He would never give us any money after. That's why we came to the city.
That contact seems to call that woman Mrs. York.
What? What a vicious woman. I'll divorce her right now.
It was really her. Mr. Engel was right.
I answered the questions
about
now.
the money.
About the money.
What money?
You want to break your promise? You just told me that if I answered your questions, you would give us $700,000.
Do you know that what you just said has broken the law? If I want to, I can call the police right now and have your family arrested.
I only did it for my payment. How could it be illegal? You must be fooling us.
Is it? Whether it's true? You'll know after the police come.
Hey, don't call the police.
If you don't want to go to jail, just try to be honest, get it?
You finally came back? Helen has been suffering outside these days. She has also recognized her mistakes. I think we should let her back.
Dad, I know it was my fault. Please forgive me.
Vicious woman. You vicious woman. You slapped me?
So what? Don't you know what you've done?
Dad, why did you do that?
Get out of here.
Dad! Although I'm not your real daughter, we have always been like real father and daughter all these years. You've been treating me like your daughter, wasn't it? Why did you suddenly become like this?
My real daughter? If you were my real daughter, what should I do with my real daughter? Keep letting you occupy her place. Get lost.
Dad!
Have you had enough? What's wrong with you today? Did you suddenly become insane today?
I'm insane? I need to make something clear with you. How did my daughter Sophie get lost 20 years ago? Do you know about that?
What? How did Sophie get lost? Wasn't it you who lost her? You made a call and she was gone. How should I know? How did she go missing?
I don't remember telling you that Sophie was with me when she went missing.
You knew.
You vicious woman. Aren't you afraid of retribution?
Retribution? If I hadn't sent Sophie away, how could my daughter become the heiress of the York family? How could I marry you and become Mrs. York?
You're so vicious. Sophie was just a baby. She was mistreated by you and kept in that village for 20 years. You let your daughter impersonate her and have a wealthy life in my house for 20 years. Bitch. You pretended to look for my daughter and let me go to work in peace. But you never wanted my daughter to come back, right?
Come back? Why would I want her to come back? If she came back, what about my daughter? What should my daughter do?
What a shame. Your plan failed. I came back in the end. However, you and your daughter will be kicked out of the York family.
I knew it. I knew you would come for revenge. Ever since you showed up, Helen has been in bad luck. Why couldn't you just die? I'll kill you.
Dad, call the police.
I'll kill you.
I'm sorry, my good girl. From now on, we must lead a good life.
Dad, it's finally over now. I've taken a thought. I want to take a break for a while. I'll go and help your business after.
Okay.
But before that, I want to apologize to a person. I lied to him. I hope he can forgive me. After he comes, I want to tell him that I want to be with him forever.
Oh no, something happened to Sunny.
Who are you? Where am I?
Who am I? Take a guess?
Helen.
Good evening, Sophie.
Helen? What do you want?
I don't need to answer your question. Sophie, what comes around goes around.
Helen. It seems you hate me so much.
Hate you. There is not only hatred. Do you know how much I disdain your existence? I wish I could. Send you to hell right now. I hope you die right now. Don't look at me like that. Why do you always have to look at me with such a disgusting face? It makes me feel that you only see me as a clown. What's your right?
Aren't you just a clown, Helen?
I had a wealthy life. I got the best education and had my parents' favor. But you showed up and wanted to take it all from me. Why could you get everyone's attention every time you show up? Why? How could you gain everything that I dreamed of so easily? It's not fair.
Have you ever thought that it was mine from the beginning? It's a fair world. You will get what you deserve, and for those you don't deserve, you'll never get them in your life.
Mr. York, please calm down. My men are searching for Sophie's news. Once I get anything, I'll call you back immediately.
Mr. Shaw, we have news?
Speak up.
Our men retrieved a store's surveillance footage. It just happened to capture the scene of Ms. York being taken away. I'll send you the surveillance footage now.
Someone kidnapped her. Don't tell Mr. York about this yet. I don't want him to worry. No matter what, just bring back Sonny, safe and sound.
Yes. Mr. Shaw, Helen seems not to be home.
Judging from the surveillance footage, the person who hired people to kidnap Sonny could only be her. Only she has enough motivation, and only a vicious person like her would do such a thing. She's not home, which further proves my guess.
Then, if so, we can find Sophie once we find Helen.
Kevin, tell everyone to check the road surveillance. Besides, find me Helen's whereabouts. Be fast. Every minute we waste will put Sonny in more danger.
Yes. Mr. Shaw, I found something.
Just tell me.
Our men found Helen drove from her home this morning to an abandoned warehouse in suburban.
Tell everyone to leave their current work and gather at that warehouse. Kevin, stop the car. I'll drive myself.
Mr. Shaw, can we slow down? You're driving too fast.
We don't know how Sonny is right now. Her life is in danger. How can I slow down?
Our men might not be able to catch up.
Let them arrive later. We'll go there first. We must bring back Sonny safely, no matter what it takes.
Yes.
Kidnapping and illegal confinement. Helen, you're breaking the law.
Sophie, ever since the first day you came back, you have ruined my life. If it weren't for you, how could I make such a wrong move? The York family is kicking me out. I have no future now.
Helen, you impersonated me, but it was your mom's fault. I've never blamed it on you. Ever since I came back, you've done so many wrong deeds on your own. I never plotted against you. It was you who treated me as your enemy. I didn't. You're so arrogant and narrow-minded. That's why you would turn out like this. No one wanted to harm you. You did all this to yourself. So what if you're kicked out? You can still live the life you want.
Just say whatever you want. Sophie, today is your last day in this world anyway. Come on.
Matthew will come for you, right? If he saw you being hit to death, what would he feel? Farewell, my dear sister.
Don't move. Stay. Let me hold you longer.
I was really happy to come into this world. I was grateful to have met you. Matthew, if there is another life, I'll surely cherish you.
Sonny.
Matthew, why are you here? Just leave. Leave here. The rope is strong. You can't untie it. If you don't leave, we will both be hit to death by Helen's car.
I won't leave you.
Matthew, I want to tell you something. I'm sorry, I lied to you. I'm sorry, I'm a liar.
You're not? You're my Sonny.
Matthew, just leave. Leave me alone. Go now.
What a touching scene. Sophie.
Matthew, just leave. Go now. Leave me alone.
I won't leave you.
Helen's car is almost here. Do you want to die? Do you really want to die here? Matthew, go. Are we really going to die together here? Is this really worth it?
Sonny. You know what? You mean everything to me. If we die together.
If we ever make it out of here alive.
It's all right now.
Matthew, thank you.
She brought it upon herself. Good and evil will be repaid. Are you okay?
Sophie.
Dad.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
As long as you're okay.
Mr. Shaw, you ran so fast. It's a pity you don't compete in the Olympics.
Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not.
By the way, you said earlier that if we survived, you wanted to say something else. What was it?
I wanted to say that if we made it back alive, I would accept your confession. I would accept your feelings.
Really? Then are we still calling off the engagement?
Are you still thinking about the engagement?
So you're not calling off the engagement?
No.
By the way, let's find a time to get things done quickly so you don't run away again.